Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah from PIESNPROSE, and it looks like y'all are interested in some more cozy fall vlogs, which I am very appreciative of because you know fall is my favorite season of the entire year, and being able to embrace it and embrace it with you is just the best. So thank you so much again to everyone who's starting to vote more on the community posts and stuff like that here on YouTube. It means a lot. It really helps me get the kinds of videos that you're most interested in out to you. So yeah, keep doing that. I don't know if you can tell, little Logan is over here in the corner. He is just very attentive to anything I do and anything I say. So he's going to watch me make my morning coffee today, and I'm actually going to use my French press, which is right over here. I got this from IKEA. It's pretty simple, it's pretty minimalistic, and that's why I love it so much, and it's been working really fantastic. I'm gonna go pretty simple with the coffee that I make today, nothing too fancy. I had my fair share of fancy drinks last week. If you're here to see the autumnal recipes that I made, those were really good. But today, I just feel like having something classic. So we got this cozy little fella over here, mostly because it is starting to get really cold and we're just figuring out the heating situation, and I also wanted to get a piece that looked really cozy and cute, so that's exactly why we got this one. As you saw from the other clip, it lights up and it looks like real fire. It's faux fire, by the way. I took it off for audio reasons so that it wouldn't make noise while I'm talking to you, but yeah, I really love it. I think it's super cute and cozy, and then when I finish the living room and stuff, I think it's going to be the perfect piece that just makes the space feel a lot more cozy. So yeah, and I kind of wanted to touch base on my autumn bucket list. It is still autumn even though Halloween is over, and we still have got a month or so more left for this season. So I'm gonna check in on my Notion, which if you don't recall from my last video, I did a free Notion template that was basically an autumn bucket list, and I actually filled it up with a bunch of stuff that I personally use. So I'm going to pull that up right now, and if you want access to it, it is in the description box of this video, and like I said, it's free. All you have to do is duplicate the template and then log into your account and you'll have it for yourself. Kind of excited to see what I've done so far. I haven't checked this list since our last video together. Let's see what we've got. So bake autumnal treats, I've already done that. Pumpkin picking, also have done that. Pumpkin carving night, also did that. Visit a corn maze, I haven't done that. I don't know where I can actually find a corn maze here in where I live. Shop at a local farmer's market. I am very disappointed in myself to say that I have not done this yet. Nature walk, I haven't done yet, but I am doing very soon. Bonfire, I am going to be doing a bonfire soon, just not here at the house. Okay, horror/Halloween movie marathon, definitely did that. Picnic, didn't really, I mean, we did sit outside at back and eat. I didn't have like a picnic spread or anything like that, but we definitely did something of the sort. Road trip, that's coming up very soon. Read under blankets, that's so cute. I can't believe I put that. I have not done that yet, but that is something that I should prioritize because I feel like I need to read more, which we'll get into a little bit. Light seasonal candles, definitely did that. There's this blueberry candle that I've been lighting all season long. Donate/volunteer at local homeless organizations. I haven't looked too much into where I live at the moment, but again, something that is on my priority list. Create a seasonal beverage. Oh, we did that on this channel just last week, so I'll link that somewhere in the card so that you can see that whole video. We definitely did that together, so you can cross that off your list as well. Walk around the neighborhood to spot autumn decor. We didn't really walk around, but I definitely drove around and I saw some stuff. I feel like my house, the decorations outside, was one of the star houses in the neighborhood. I'm just tooting my horn. I put a lot of thought into it, so I would hope that it was worthy enough. And then the last thing is to visit an orchard and pick apples. I feel like this is something that I've had on my list every single year, and it's the one that always drops off, and I never do it. I've yet to go to an orchard and pick apples. We'll see if this carries on into next year, and that's pretty much it. So I kind of did a lot of things here on this list. I'm really happy with the outcome of checking in on this. Like I said, I highly recommend doing these kinds of things, and I think once we move towards the winter time, which is not far away, I will definitely do another cozy vlog together where we do like a winter bucket list. I've never shared publicly a winter bucket list, so I'm also really excited about that. This was a good check-in. Let me know in the comments at this point if you've like completed any of your things. I would love to hear what's on your bucket list if it's anything different than mine. I will actually steal some ideas if it is different than mine, so definitely let me know. But enough of that, let's go into the studio room so I can show you some books. Okay, so before we get into the actual shelves and start browsing a little bit, I wanted to share a book that I just recently finished. It is this book. I mentioned it in the last vlog. It is called Mapping the Interior by Stephen Graham Jones. It's very short. It's a novella, so it was like 100 pages, maybe a little bit less than that. And I read it in one day, which, a round of applause for me, y'all. I am such a slow reader, and yet I finished this. Even though it's small, it was pretty heavy. I would say the first half of this book was very depressing, but it was also very well written. It's haunting in a way, but it's not like your traditional spooky or your traditional horror read. It's much more haunting, a lot more deep in terms of like human emotion and stuff like that, and it all ties into this person who has like a contemporary Native American experience. So it was just really fascinating to see that perspective. It was a good written book and I liked it. I don't know why I decided to lean over like this. I am traveling very soon, a road trip, and I need something for that trip to read. So let's go into my shelves and see what I have. Some of you might be interested in what's going on this side because I don't show it often. And it's essentially my non-spooky books. It's everything that's not scary, mystery, thriller, true crime. But you know me, I have a tendency to go onto this side. So I'm looking for something that's not too long, on the shorter side, but doesn't have to be extremely small like a novella. So let's see what we've got. I have a feeling, and by the way, I got that for a birthday gift from Ian. I had to display it, you know, I had to. I read all these really tiny ones. I've already finished those, of course. I went for the easy stuff first, right? So I have a feeling I might go with the mass market paperback. Okay, I am sitting down by the couch in the studio. I have made my pick. And if you're here from my last vlog, or if you're here from my bookstagram/Instagram, used to be a bookstagram, and you're wondering why I didn't go with this one, even though I said that I was going to start reading this one again, pick it back up, because I actually did start this a while ago. I don't know if I'm in the headspace to go with this one right now, mainly because Shirley Jackson, she's got this kind of writing style that is very mysterious and very loaded, and so like there's a lot of different things going on when she's writing a simple sentence, and it's complex in that way, and I love that so much, and I appreciate her writing so much. But I feel like for this trip, I don't want that. I don't want that kind of style. I want to go somewhere else. I want to have a different kind of experience, so that's why I'm not going with this one, but I promise eventually I will finish this. I think I'm like halfway finished with this, so I really just need to do it. But for now, the mood reader that I am, of course, I'm so moody, I am going with this one. Stephen King. We're going with Stephen King. I feel like sometimes his books are a little bit easier to read. I know that sounds very strange, and I'm not saying that his writing style is too simplified. I feel like reading just like a standard modern day kind of horror as opposed to like a gothic horror. So going with Stephen King, and I'm going to read Misery. Yeah, I just feel like it's going to be easy to tuck into my bag because it's smaller. It looks like it's a lot of pages, but because it's so small, that's probably why, so it might be a quick read. And I already know the story of Misery. I've seen the movie, and I love that movie so much. It'll feel a lot more nostalgic in that I know the story, and it'll feel a lot more welcoming and easy for me to get into because I know the story. So yeah, that's why I went with this one. Let me know if you've read this. Let me know what you think about it. I have friends who have read this and they say it's their favorite Stephen King book, which is very interesting to me. I'll let you know my progress. Hopefully it's not in an embarrassing progress, because you know how I am. And speaking of my trip, I did want to mention, because I feel like there are people on this channel who maybe have stuck around since last year. If so, let me know in the comments. That would be so cool to know. I am taking this trip to the Getaway cabins, the Getaway houses in upstate New York. I frequent these cabins a lot. I've maybe gone there 5 or 6 times already, and I just love the experience. I love upstate New York, first of all, at least for visiting, not for living, because of the foliage, especially this time of year. It's magical. I swear to you. Look at pictures of Catskills, New York during the fall time. It is exactly what you think of when you think of fall. So I love being surrounded by that. It's like a dream to be in a little tiny cabin in the woods. It's so much fun. There's a campfire, which I was talking about. I was going to do a bonfire. A lot of hiking nearby. There's a lot of vegan restaurants in Woodstock, which is very close to where I will be. It's the best time of year to go there. So that's why we're going. And I just found out, I was checking out the weather, I think it's gonna snow. I'm so excited about that. The first time I ever went to these Getaway cabins, it snowed as I was waking up. So I was like pulling open the gigantic infamous window that these cabins have, and I was met with this magical scene of snow falling, like fresh snow falling. Snow just had coated the floor. That has been one of the most memorable moments. I plan to hide under the blankets and read a little bit, maybe paint some. I haven't painted in a really long time. I do watercolor from time to time. I want to tune out. I want to go on a hike. I had an injury a couple of years ago where I wasn't able to do any hiking. Now I'm able to do a hike, so I'd love to do that. I want to check out the bookstores in Woodstock, and I'm hyping this up because I really, really am so excited to take a trip. I haven't taken a trip in a very long time because of the world situation. Stay tuned because I'm going to be documenting the whole experience for you. Yeah, I think I'll close the vlog off now. So I hope you had a really cozy time with me. Thank you so much for watching. If you've made it this far in the video, definitely consider hitting subscribe. It means a lot to me and it means a lot to this channel. And we spent some time together today. I feel like, you know, we're pretty close now. I'll talk to you in the next video.